And now, broadcasting from the Ginger and Baker Studio and the heart of the Music District in beautiful Old Town, Fort Collins, Colorado. It's Live at Lunch here on KRFC 88.9 FM, streaming live worldwide at krfcfm.org. Support for Live at Lunch comes from Canvas Credit Union, helping Coloradans afford life. Today's guest is currently working on new music, and June 14th, 2025 will be appearing in Craig, Colorado's Town Festival. I'm your host today, David V., and today's musical guest is Pennies on the Track.
It's been days, feels like years. Kissed my baby and wiped away her tears. There's nothing to be done about the miles yet to run, but roll on till the rails disappear. Heavy and slow, like a freight train pulling coal, but behind lonesome Rocky Mountain Valley, to a warm fire breathing in my soul. My only hope before I fly to a home in that sweet by and by, that we'll meet again and our love never end. But for now, you weigh heavy on my mind. There's a place far away my soul's gonna stay, away, gone to way heavy on. But behind lonesome Rocky Mountain Valley, yeah, way heavy on. There's a wolf in the trees, how lonesome on the breeze. Light a fire in your bones and make a home in your soul for the wolf, and weigh heavy on. Heavy and slow, like a freight train pulling coal, but behind lonesome Rocky Mountain Valley, way heavy and slow, like a freight train pulling coal, but behind lonesome Rocky Mountain Valley, yeah, way heavy on. That's way heavy on us on our album called 20 that's out there in the downloadable universe. This next song is called Old Country. It's about the great Southwest part of this country. All went up 1929 over our granddad's corpses, where only dust blows the the fissured clay ghost of the Colorado out to Cortez. He drove his herd down the Baja for decades, and back to the ranch every spring, till he chased a lamb between 10 federales and 29 U.S. Marines. When the smoke cleared and the blood dried in the sand, no one alive would swear by their eyes that the country belonged to any man. Last train to ever pass by here jumped the tracks at El Centro Canteen. Wreckage still lies where the tender caught fire and the boiler's smithereen. Cursive and perfume letter tumbled through smoke, twisted steel, like the breeze knew the address of lovers and schemers. Grandmothers never would read them. When the smoke cleared and the blood dried in the sand, no one alive would swear by their eyes that old country belonged to any man. When the poems fed the fire, new history, no river or stream still drains to the Sea of Cortez. No one alive will swear by their eyes what the clouds ever tried to confess. When the smoke cleared and the blood dried in the sand, no one alive will swear by their eyes that old country belongs to any man. Oh, to any
Pennies on the Track here on KRFC's Live at Lunch. Let's introduce the band. Ladies first, Alex Harrison. How you doing?
Doing all right.
From South Carolina.
That's right.
And Brian Good, Wisconsin native, but a Colorado descendant.
That's right, yeah. Descendant of some homesteaders in the southwest part of the state.
All right. And Jack Keith.
Oh, I answer to about anything.
It's those two first names that get me every time. From Utah. That's right. And, well, Jack, let's talk a little bit about, you guys had met apparently at was it Green Mountain Brewing at one of the open mic nights? Is that pretty popular down in Denver?
It is, yeah. Every Sunday we're there. Starting at 5, sign up at 5 o'clock. Usually have a opening act, and then 15-minute slots all the way out. Alex and I met at the Green Mountain Beer Company open mic.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
All right. And I'm going to ask you, listening to those first two songs, to me it seems like your influence are a little bit like storytellers. And is that what you grew up listening to?
Yeah, I'd agree with that. No, I'm honored. The some of the storytellers I grew up listening to on road trips, in fact, Harry Chapin and Jackson Brown and company. Yeah.
Was that your parents' influence this, or just what you were drawn to when you were first listening to
I'd
music?
say that my parents had a deep influence. The Eagles and the Fogelbergs of the world came from my dad. Yep.
And how'd you make your way out from Utah?
Well, I got here as quick as I could. I actually was coming here to see about a girl. At the same time, I was going to school for audio production, and just had a home base here in Denver while I toured the country on doing audio on arena concerts.
Do you still do that for a living?
Not for a living. Do it for bands around town and friends groups, but
and yourself?
Done doing it professionally.
And yourself. So are you a full-time musician now?
I only wish. No, I'm a day job keeper.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, that's where Brian and I met. We work at the same organization.
So you're doing, well, what the heck are you doing these days?
I'm an electrical engineer.
All right.
Yeah. Kind of
That pays the bills.
massaging the nerd side of the brain.
All right. Cool. Well, and we're going to get over to Alex there. And Alex, it looks like you were listening to a lot of bluegrass growing up.
I would say I listened to a lot of some bluegrass, a little like Americana and folk. Growing up, my parents and I, we were road trip family singers, and I mean like singing in the car on a road trip, not
you can hear
touring
yourself
as
well.
family singers. My mom is a natural harmonizer and taught me how to do that at a really young age. And we did a lot of Simon and Garfunkel on road trips and a lot of folk, and then also a lot of just pop 80s stuff, like a lot of Billy Joel, a lot of Huey Lewis and the News, all those things. And then I had always sung in choirs and things like that, and then started to play the cello when I was in 6th grade and in school orchestra, and did not ever really like orchestral music, like symphony music at all. It was just it was a cool instrument.
You just like the sound of the cello.
Yes. And then I started to discover Americana music and other rock groups that were using the cello, and thought like, oh, this is fun. And the Indigo Girls was a big influence for me, especially in high school. They had a cellist at the time with them that they were touring with, and that was a pretty big inspiration.
Well, I noticed you
musically.
almost used it like a lead instrument in that last song, at least, rather, creating the lead harmony in addition to the rhythm. So that was nice touch.
Thank
That's
you.
why you guys probably get away with having a trio and instead
That's
of a
right.
full band. So. And it looks like you
right.
play guitar too.
A little bit. Yeah.
How did you make your way out from South Carolina?
I went to college in South Carolina, and then left, I guess like we all kind of leave our home state as fast as we
Gamecocks?
could. Yep.
Okay.
USC Gamecocks. That's right. Lived in Illinois and Michigan for a little while, and then came out to Colorado in 2009. And as a Southern girl who is mostly grew up, as soon as it's gonna maybe snow a quarter inch, we go out and buy like all the water and milk and bread in the store. I was a little worried
Have to go out.
about what the Colorado
Well, Michigan's a
experience would
lot
be
different
like.
climate, isn't
well,
it?
Michigan would help me train, and Colorado has just been a beautiful experience. And getting back into music, finding people to play with, and a musical community on the Front Range has been so much fun and keeps me here.
And you're playing in other bands too right now?
I do, as a matter of fact. Yeah, my husband and I and a few other guys play in a band called Urban Commune. We actually have a gig coming up at the Mercury Cafe on December 13th.
Great.
Just, for us, it's our free therapy.
And do you have an outside job in addition to music?
I do. I'm a therapist, actually. Yeah.
Physical therapist?
When you ask about influences around
Yeah.
songwriting, I mean, we like to do lots of storytelling. I listen to stories all day for a living, and I wouldn't say that influences most of my songs by any means, but that would be weird.
Oh, yeah. Patients might wonder.
I love my day job, but I love my side hustle and playing with people. It's my favorite thing to do.
Well, that's excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Brian Good. So again, Wisconsin native, but a descendant of Colorado homesteaders. So that's something to be proud of, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. My great grandparents homesteaded kind of around the Dallas Divide down by Ouray, Colorado, and grandparents met in the Durango, Farmington area, and had family down there for years. And so, as a kid, growing up, coming out here to Colorado every summer to visit my grandparents and granduncles and grandaunts was always a great experience for me.
One of the prettiest areas of Colorado, absolutely. I was just down there myself a couple weeks ago.
I agree.
You know,
Yeah,
Monarch
gorgeous.
Pass, and
Yeah, it's a great,
just
fantastic
gorgeous.
area.
So, what were your influences growing up?
You know, it's funny. I think a lot of us had the influence from our parents. I remember my mom and dad had this giant stack of albums on the floor in our family room, and I used to get these giant green headphones out, which of course today are popular again, and would go through and listen to everything from John Denver to Jackson Browne to Crosby, Stills and Nash, The Doors, all of the greatest artists from the late 60s, early 70s, and I would just sit there on the floor with the album, and all the lyrics were printed inside, and I'd sing along and read. So a lot of those were my earliest influences as well.
And you originally started playing what, the bass, it says?
Actually, I started off way back learning how to play piano. Switched over to trumpet, so I was a band guy through middle school and high school, did the marching band and all that stuff, and then got into a swing choir, which you don't see too many of those anymore, but we all got dressed up, the guys in tuxes and the girls in kind of almost like prom dresses, and we did shows all over town. Sometimes we do 2 or 3 in a day, especially during the holidays, and you had to dance and sing and have your breath control and all that, and then guitar and bass.
Good training.
Yeah, all that came later, but started off doing some oddly just kind of different things, but really helped shape my musical career too.
It's funny you say that. I'm one of those too. I'm in high school, quartet, octet, double octet, swing choir, magical.
Awesome.
You know, it's like you listen to all those and those various influences, like you say, movement, breath control, you know, and public education is so important to music, you know.
Exactly.
And then on, of course, college and beyond, and
Exactly.
and then the real world where you guys are now, right?
Yeah.
What are you going to play for us next?
We're going to play an original that I wrote. It is about how we get pulled into following things that may or may not work out for us, may or may not be the best things for us. It's called Chasing Your Shadow.
And you're sure this didn't come from the stories you listened to?
Not this one.
Pennies on the Track here on Live at Lunch.
I see you, I feel you, but I can never reach you. You slip into the air, and I'm just left here alone, chasing your shadow. You're covered up in mystery, but somehow you see right through me. My pleasure and my pain, my secrets and my shame. I'm right here, chasing your shadow. Heaven knows I've tried to find the deepest part of you that you bury inside, and your tracks are on the trail, but my heart will just lay wasted, 'cause they're leading me nowhere. And your smell is on chase that never ends. Oh, I see you, I feel you, but I can never reach you. You slipping through the air, and I am just left here alone, chasing your shadow. It's the curse I choose, chasing your shadow. Oh, I'll always lose, chasing your shadow.
I've just seen her face, I can't forget the time or place where we just met. She's just the girl for me, and I want all the world to see we've met. Had it been another day, I might have looked the other way, and I had never been aware. But as it is, I'll dream of her tonight. Falling, yes, I am falling. She keeps calling me back again. I have never known the likes of this. I've been alone and I have missed things and kept out of sight. But other girls were never quite like this. Falling, yes, I am falling. She keeps calling me back again. Falling, yes, I am falling. She keeps calling me back again. I've just seen her face, I can't forget the time or place where we just met. She's just a girl for me, and I want all the world to see we've met. Falling, yes, I am falling, and she keeps calling me back again. Falling, yes, I am falling, and she keeps calling me back again. Falling, yes, I am falling, and she keeps calling me back again.
All right, so we all go through times of our life that shape the music that we write. And I'm kind of known for writing songs that are sad, but still have a happy, upbeat tone to them. And this is one of those. It's called Housebroken. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not the kind of life he had expected. Trust he gave freely was all gone. Now he finds himself disconnected. Walls that are so strong. He had waited his whole life to be with her. Had given everything. The loss he feels inside his broken heart, all alone. Housebroken. Trained through many years together, the habits he learned here to stay. Prayer before he eats, wash the dishes, full pot of coffee every day. The laundry goes into the basket thing. The toilet seat goes down. Got all the habits someone would adore, fully trained. Housebroken. Finer art of manners, unlike the bucks grinding on the floor. And laughing to himself, he wipes the stubble, hangs a towel, holds open doors. And someday he'll find happiness again, with feelings locked away. Until then he'll be waiting till the right one comes along. Housebroken. Oh, that's fun.
Pennies on the Track here on KRFC's Live at Lunch. Yeah, I see what you mean about being up-tempo and fun, but serious lyrics.
Yeah, and it's kind of one of those too where I feel like if you go to adopt a dog, you can adopt a puppy that's not potty trained and all that stuff, or you can adopt an older dog that's housebroken, and kind of saw myself that way
And
too.
trained, huh? And trained. Well, I'm going to ask the name Pennies on the Track. Is that just something from childhood or something? And you actually did put pennies on the railroad track to see how flat they could get?
Yes, someone near us did do that. Not us, of course.
Yeah?
Yeah, growing up rural, you made your own fun.
Yeah.
And you saw if you could find the pennies after they got run over. Yeah, no, that's
See how far they were thrown, huh?
Yep.
All right. What are you guys listening to collectively as a group now? Are anything new that is influencing what you're doing? And trying to emulate?
My influences now sometimes come from my 12-year-old son, who introduced me to a singer-songwriter named Noah Kahn. And so I've kind of dived in there. He's a wonderful songwriter.
All right. How about you, Alex?
Oh, I love Brandi Carlile. I listen to her stuff all the time. I think her lyrics are so heartfelt, and they, her and the twins have such amazing harmonies together that there's never a dull moment singing in the car, much to my children's chagrin. But I do a lot of that, and honestly, I love listening to old stuff.
Still.
Yeah, I really do. And of course, I guess like lately, Tyler Childers obviously is a big influence for a lot of people. Still have a big love for the Avett Brothers too. Man.
Good influences.
Yeah, Tedeschi Trucks. I wouldn't say that's necessarily a huge influence, but sure love listening to them, and the guitar is just amazing. amazing slide
Absolutely.
rock guitar. Yeah.
Brian, what are you listening to?
Oh, well, that's a great question. My influences still go back to, I think, my early roots, but my 16-year-old daughter and I do a lot of kind of carpool karaoke to Hamilton soundtrack, Hairspray, and a lot of Taylor Swift. So I'm one of those dads that has probably all the Taylor Swift albums on my phone, and I can sing most of them. So, I'm not ashamed to say
Same
that.
key?
No, that's that would not be the case. But it's funny. It's actually a joy to watch her develop her musical influences too. And so I sometimes get a little sentimental when I see, I remember myself with those big headphones on, listening to my dad's music, and here she's getting her musical influences, and it's just kind of fun to watch that develop.
Yeah, one of these days, somebody will be asking her that question, and she'll say, "Yeah, my dad turned me on to this."
Yeah, she won't say I turned her on to Taylor Swift, but still, I hope I've made some kind of a dent in her musical upbringing too.
Mm-hmm.
She's made an impact on Pennies on the Track music. Has done some between set songs and upstages.
Yep.
On frequent occasion.
She's an artist too now?
Yeah, for a number of years, she was playing ukulele. Right now, she's taking a little break from that, but she would occasionally play between Pennies on the Track sets. And I remember we were playing a show in northern Wisconsin at a really cool bar, and we finished our set and went to take a break, and she came up there, and the whole bar got quiet. And you'd look at these people, these big guys at the bar drinking beer, the tears rolling down their cheeks, listening to my daughter sing, and then we get back up there, and they're like, all right. Go back to drinking now. But she upstages a couple of times. That was fun.
What does she go by? Her stage name or?
Her name is Kat. Her name is Kat Trin, but she goes by Kat.
Okay.
So
wonderful.
Built-in stage name.
Built-in stage name.
That's great.
What would you guys like to play for us next?
We're going to play another original, one that I wrote, back during COVID times. And this song is about falling in love and falling in love somewhat at a distance. And it's called Have You Seen the Moon? Tell me the story of when your grandma died. Tell me more about this morning when you cried. Tell me the things you hate that you'd rather keep inside. Tell me dirty jokes because you like my dirty mind. Tell me that it won't be too long, that you wanna hold me soon. And oh, by the way, have you seen the moon? Listen while I carry on about my graying hair. Listen while I call you tipsy from my kitchen chair. Laugh at me because the coffee grounds are everywhere. Laugh because my messy side has never made you scared. Tell me that it won't be too long, that you wanna hold me soon. And oh, by the way, have you seen the moon? Well, it's hanging big and low in the horizon. time. Tell me that it won't be too long, that you wanna hold me soon. And oh, by the way, have you seen the moon? Oh, tell me that it won't be too long, that you're coming for me soon. And oh, by the way, have you seen the moon?
Have you seen the moon?
Have you seen the moon?
Oh, by the way.
Have you seen the moon? All right.
Nice, Alex. So we change instruments a little bit in Pennies on the Track, have a little fun, get to experiment with different things, which is great.
All right. We got a couple more songs to play for you. Songs we wrote when we first started out as a band in 2016. Is that right?
What's this one about, Jack?
Well, this one's just a good old country party song.
All right.
If you believe that.
How do you think the roof came off of here last time?
This ain't no simple life, cold beer and a pretty wife. It's an eye for an eye, crossing T's. It's a fool's game, pull the trigger then you take your aim. Ain't no time to explain it now. How do you think the roof came off of here last time? Give it up for the working man, 3 cheers and a long-term plan. Looking for the candlelight at the end of the tunnel. Good job and a family, kids right up and down Main Street, where there's a smoky mountain scene through what used to be Mount Caroline. How do you think the roof came off of here last time? This ain't the first time, this ain't the place to go on top, rocking our socks off. Well, it sure do make the time fly, yeah. How do you think the roof came off of here last time? Screen door slam in your face, you were just leaving anyway. You got a way of saying things, ain't you, baby? You get yours in time, you can bet $1 on a dime that I'll get mine. Oh, I'll get mine anytime now. How do you think the roof came off of here last time? This ain't the first time, this ain't the place. We burn from the top all the way down, making these hot sounds. Well, it sure do make the time fly, yeah. How do you think the roof came off of here last time?
Pennies on the Track here on KRFC's Live at Lunch. Let me know where the best place our listeners can get information on the band, if you have a particular website or some place that you'd like the listeners to go.
Yeah, thanks for asking, David. Best places to go check us out are both our Facebook page as well as our Instagram page. If you Google Pennies on the Track, both of them pop up right away. We've also got some links in there that takes you over to some YouTube videos and some of our original music's posted there too. So hope folks will check us out, and if you like it, give us a like, and I hope to see you out there when we're playing live sometime soon.
Is that the best place for people to obtain music if they love your music and they'd like to get some?
Yeah, you can look up an album we recorded in 2020 called 20. That's 10 songs of original music.
That's available on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, all that good stuff.
Oh, things.
What's the best place for people to go to get your music that you prefer?
I don't know if we've got a preferred place. Most of the streams, you get 0.001 cents per stream on that stuff.
That's why we're trying to direct them. Yeah.
But, you can always go to CD Baby, and I think they've got some places there you can actually still buy a physical CD, or if you actually want a physical CD, feel free to reach out to us on Facebook. Our contact information's there, and happy to drop one in the mail.
Absolutely good. Well, I'd like to remind our KRFC Live at Lunch listeners that you can always go to our KRFC RadioVision YouTube channel. You can always view the past, present, and future videos to come. There's a very easy subscribe tab on there. Just click on that, and you'll be able to be notified every week who the upcoming Live at Lunch artist is going to be that week. I'd also like to thank our crew today, and I would like to say our video today is Dan Perez and Eric Delano and Grayson Reed. And then, of course, our various audio is Greg Douras, Colton Boening, and Chrissy Pilley. Thanks, guys, as always, for doing a fantastic job. And you guys are going to lead us out with two songs today. Yep. And what are the last two songs you're going to be playing?
First song we'll play is called Half Faith. It's about putting a life together in a place or a thing and then having to walk away from that and hand it over to somebody and watching someone else
take over,
try to take over and take care of something you put your blood, sweat, and tears into.
And then what are you going to be playing?
Then we're going to play a song called The Rock and the River, which it's, about how we roll through this life, how we're shaped by the paths that we walk.
Wonderful. Well, Pennies on the Track, thanks for showing up today. We appreciate it. Coming up and spending some time in FOCO.
We love it. Thanks
for having us.
You guys lead us out.
All right.
2, 3, 4.
Cowboy crossing empty dead-end street, still on his own 2 feet. Old girl looks him up and down and shifts in her seat, thinking I don't owe him this time. No, I don't owe him this time. Maybe she's an angel, mostly she ain't. Veins in his temple rise. A sinner came to dinner, introduced as a saint, outlawed and sanctified. Gnashed his teeth and he closed his eyes, knowing half his faith was gone and the other half adrift between his lips and the dawn. She's in their hands now. She's in their hands now. She's in their hands now, and he just can't walk away. Crossed him and found the man that he used to be, wretched before his time. Just thank him for the beer, then take your leave. Enough is enough this time. Yeah, enough is enough this time. Knowing half her faith was gone and the other half adrift between her lips and the dawn. She's in their hands now. She's in their hands now. She's in their hands now, and he just can't walk away. the sky through the tired but restless eyes. Tired but restless eyes. She's in their hands now. She's in their hands now. She's in their hands now, and they just can't walk away. Cowboy across an empty barroom floor, back on his own 2 feet. Just tipped his hat down and turned to take his leave, thinking love ain't enough this time. Love just ain't enough this time. Knowing half his faith was gone, and the other half adrift between his lips and the dawn. She's in their hands now. She's in their hands now. She's in their hands now. And he just can't walk away.
All right, leave you with something upbeat now. 2, 3, 4.
The rock and the river move together, digging this beautiful groove forever. The rock gets smooth and the river gets wide. The rock gets hot when the river runs dry. River rages, the rock rolls on. Time stands still in the setting sun. River cuts deep in canyon walls, and then where the rock breaks, the river falls. Rock steady when the river runs wild. Rock steady when the river runs dry. River runs dry, yeah. River makes time with whoever drinks her. The rock never wonders where she goes. Rock gonna rise when the river bends, and the Delta Blue Rock gonna turn to sand. Turn to sand. The ebb and flow, the ebb and flow. Steady on in the ebb and flow. The ebb and flow. River gonna wash your sins away. Down on the rock there's a price to pay. River gonna ebb and the river gonna flow. So rock steady on in the ebb and flow. In the ebb and flow. In the ebb and flow. The ebb and flow. Steady on in the ebb and flow. In the ebb and flow. In the ebb and
Thank you for listening to Live at Lunch, and thank you to the Music District here in the heart of Fort Collins, Colorado. Live at Lunch is produced by KRFC 88.9 FM in the Ginger and Baker studio. If you'd like to appear on Live at Lunch, email our music director, David Vacek, at david@krfcfm.org.